When it comes to the games medium, it can be genuinely difficult to be creative. Though the AAA market may make it seem otherwise, looking at things like GameJolt, itch.io, or even the indie section of Steam shows a brevity of ideas, mechanics, and stories. For inspiring game developers, it can be difficult to actually create and pitch new ideas. A creative rut is the same as writer's block, a seemingly impossible wall to get over in the creative/design process. Hypothetical situations have always been a great source of relief and inspiration for creatives of all sorts. Sometimes nuggets of great ideas can be found in completely off-the-wall and nonsensical pitches, and this is why Cool Games Inc. is such an important podcast.
Aaron J. Amendola said, "You got home to make dinner, but you bought hammers and not the chicken your partner wanted."
With each episode running under about an hour length, give or take, Cool Games Inc. is a podcast hosted by Griffin McElroy and Nick Robinson, under their parent company, Polygon. In each, they create hypothetical video games based on user submissions. Sometimes they throw out pitches a mile a minute, while others they take their time to fully flesh out any given idea as if they're actually going to present this to a developer.
Is it going to be at all fun to play as the monster? Because no.
Yes. Here's why. Our original draft, we were just a monster slowly creeping towards the player. Maybe it's that old man from the Six Flags commercial dancing to Venga Bus, but he's coming towards you.
I mean, that is terrifying.
Slowly.
Why wouldn't you? I would run away from that.
Though rarely serious, there is a genuine talk about gameplay, narrative, and a target audience that could prove informative for those new to the industry. Their examples are hyperbolic cases of how to create the most surefire failures, but their thought vomit approach of a pitch and implementation gives an odd sort of insight to the creation process. Following them to a T is a good way to ensure bankruptcy, but it's the message that proves helpful. Each pitch goes through a multitude of concepts. Sometimes the final product is nothing like the submitted pitch, but hashing out the shortcomings of each project does always lead to a wildly fun and inventive idea, even if it doesn't ever see the light of day, which is probably for the best in most cases. Nick and Griffin have a great time creating these fake games. Unnecessary mechanics and outlandish stories are part of these ideas they pitch, but it takes time to get there. First ideas are thrown out for better ones, and though the initial submission may be one they're incredibly fond of, their endgame is one they love even more. Cool Games Inc. is a whimsical look at the creation process, and though none of these thoughts have ever crossed their minds, any given episode can be tremendously useful for inspiring creators. Some of their pitches are genuinely good ideas, whereas others are glorious trash fires that I'm just as glad exist. But no matter where their game ends up at the end, it was a journey to get there. The podcast is a creative allusion to games development, and possibly even they themselves may not know what they're making. But their library of ideas make for great listens and even better inspiration, even if they don't realize it.
It sort of emphasizes the
Tim McGraw's what if truck space.
Oh.